up. That's what's up. And we are live. I'd like to welcome everybody back to pop culture. Well, I mean, pop topics. But today we're doing pop culture shenanigans. Yeah, we got a little bit on that. You got a little bit on that. As usual, my co-host MJ Shmolek, the producer extraordinaire. My
Yes,
main
sir.
man,
What's
man.
going on?
Yeah, and of course, y'all got me. Radical Rail. AKA the Rail. If you don't like me, you can go straight to hell. But let me stop. Let me
Oh,
be.
that's a bar.
Yeah, I don't do no bars out there. I got that from my mother. She used to hit me with that all the time. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good line. That's good. You better write that
yeah. That
down,
was
man.
that was her jump right
It's a
there.
slogan.
Yeah. It's a nice little slogan right there. Nice little slogan right there. So what's been up, Smalley? How you been?
Oh man, just tired, man. Just tired, but I'm good. Thanksgiving is almost here, man. It's
I
crazy.
know.
This month has really flown. But Halloween is what this week?
Yeah, Monday.
That's wild.
hmm
That is wild, man.
Hey, you don't dress up no more. You don't go to parties no more on Halloween.
It all depends. I mean, last year, some friends of mine went to a party and they forgot to invite me. So this year they told me they got me. So if they have a costume party again like they did last year, I most likely will pick a really quirky outfit to come in.
Okay, okay, that's cool.
What about you, man? I'm not big on Halloween though.
Nah, I ain't dressed up. I don't TP houses no more. I'm a good boy now. Back in my younger days, I stay going trick or treating and all that. And I don't know. I just stopped. I don't know. Like midway through high school, when I was a sophomore, I stopped trick or treating. Not just trick or treating. Like going out doing dumb stuff because I used to get in trouble. And I ain't want to try to do all that. But yeah, I stopped. But I like it though. You know what I'm saying? Watch some movies, chill. I upgrade it. But I don't do the parties like that. 'Cause too much
I
shit
feel you.
happen. You know,
Yeah, it's crazy out here now, man.
drunk and
People want to do that at the
Halloween,
same time.
masks on. People be doing hot stuff. I can't rock with that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Got to be safe on Halloween. So all the kids out there listening, be safe.
Yeah, but I like the cosplay too. I consider that like Halloween too, but I ain't cosplayed in a while. I gotta start doing that again too. Like when you go to conventions and stuff. Well, I don't know if you went, but like Otakon and they got the one downtown and stuff. I like to go to those.
Okay, a lot of the times I would see the cosplay at the Comic Con, like back in
Yeah,
Baltimore when they had the Comic Con. It
yeah, with
used to be
Otakon.
lit. It used to
Yeah,
be lit, man, but it ain't lit no more.
I know. COVID put it like, and people just grew up. You know, I was a part of the first age of black geeks. You know what I'm saying? Now we're evolving. I used to get Joan on a lot because I was a black geek, but now everybody like what I like. At first I was unique. Now, hell, we
Yep.
even get chicks now. Back then, you ain't get no chicks if you was a black geek. I don't care what nobody tell you. No cheeks,
Yeah.
mouse. You ain't get no cheeks. People ain't rap to you. You just considered a square. It's a new day, mouse. It's a new day.
I
But
understand.
yeah, I understand. But yeah, let's start it off. You know what I'm saying? All right. Is the what? This is the first week of NBA, man. What's going on with your Lakers, man? Let's start there. We gotta start. We coming out the box hard today. 0-4,
Woo!
my man. 0-4.
Woo! I love bashing the Lakers. Woo! I love bashing the Lakers, man. And I watched that Denver game last night, and uh, they got to make some trades. They got to make some trades, man. Uh, Denver's pretty good. Yeah, I feel like Denver's a really good team, and the Lakers schedule in the beginning part of this, the first 10 games of the Lakers schedule, I don't see them winning. I don't see them winning at least five. I think they're going to lose. Out of the 10, they're going to lose at least six, or maybe 7 or 8 of them. I give them 1 or 2 wins because I think they play Minnesota next. But Anthony Davis and LeBron cannot carry this team, man. One of them got to go.
Well, Davis ain't gonna stay healthy the whole season. So if he could play more than 60% of the games this season, I'll be impressed. LeBron age is showing, and he not what he was. So we know this. Now he gonna get you 20 something a game, and he gonna get you a few assists. and he gonna get you some rebounds. But he can't play defense like he used to. His athleticism is dwindling. It ain't gone. It's better than most. He above average, but he ain't
Hmm.
that superstar that he once was. And I don't know which Westbrook. I'm trying to figure out who worse, Westbrook or Simmons. And I'm like, God damn.
For in
But
terms of
Westbrook,
playing,
I'm like Westbrook. They mad at Westbrook for bricking that shot a game ago. But LeBron bricked the shot before Westbrook took that shot. Nobody
yeah,
shows that though.
I know.
Um,
I agree with you on that, and I think that the Russell Westbrook slander for this season, last season it was understandable, it was justifiable, but for this season, I don't think it's justifiable. He's not the issue, and I hope that he can get traded as well because I want to see him play on another team. I don't think he's completely gassed out. Russell Westbrook can still get you a triple double.
yeah,
Is he a good shooter? No. He's never even. I think his mid range shooting is decent, but his 3-point shot, forget about it. But if I had to choose, and you make it a good question, if I had to choose between who's worse between Ben Simmons and Russell Westbrook, I'm easily choosing Ben Simmons right now. Easily. That I don't even think it's an argument.
bro. Kyrie yelled at that man, shoot the ball.
Ball, yeah. You talking about last night?
Yeah, I'm like, and then he passed it out and don't even shoot it.
He made a good play though. He made a good play. I will say that. He gave it to Durant.
What, passing to Durant?
I mean, that's what everybody's gonna do in Brooklyn when they can't do shit else. But give it to Durant. You know, just give it to Durant. They have one of the worst offenses right now I've ever seen. And I felt like when Steve Nash got jetted out of the game, their offense got a little bit better. But if Durant and Kyrie got to take most of the shots, they're in trouble.
Bro,
Because Ben
it's
Simmons
literally,
is averaging like what 4 or 5 points a game.
yeah, man. It's 4-5, bro. Why am I guarding him if I know he ain't gonna shoot?
Shoot exactly,
That's
exactly.
embarrassing, bro. I mean, we still on the Lakers right now, but I had to throw that out there because that was itching me in the back of my neck. But the Lakers' problems are deep, bro. They messed up when they trade their future away for just your man Davis. Davis wasn't worth what they gave up. And now they saying, yeah, they won one championship, but that's it. Now what y'all gonna do? Like you said, in order to get better, they have to trade him away and recruit back some picks and some players.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Their pick went to the Pelicans, so they don't have a pick coming up in the upcoming year. I think their pick went to the Pelicans. But I agree with you. They should have went younger because all the
Yeah,
younger teams now are pretty good. I mean, with the exception of Houston and Orlando, but they're building towards their future. You know what I'm saying? Where the
Boston right.
Lakers, yeah, man, they're. I thought they would at least be trying to contend for the play-in. I don't see it anymore now. I think that if they can make a mid-season trade, they can get to the play-in tournament. But they need youth. They don't need nobody that's a veteran. Fuck all the veteranship. Get youth. You put
Yeah,
LeBron
I
around
agree.
the geezers last year, so
Yeah, I mean, I think LeBron just playing the swan song out. You trying to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and after that, he don't care. He just want to play with one of his sons, maybe both of them.
yeah.
That's all I see happening right now. Cause he can't be about winning. Cause that team he got there, you think they should win, but they can't win.
Mm-mm.
They just
Nah.
can't win. And there's no way around it. And I'm trying to figure out a way where they win. And then making Darvin Ham look bad. I'm like, bro, you stepped in a mess right here, bro.
I agree with that. I feel like Darvin should have just stayed with Milwaukee as their
Yeah,
assistant coach. He will be happy. He'll be smiling seeing Giannis get triple doubles almost every single game, like he almost had last night.
yeah. So I'm a little bit befuddled by that, but okay. Also, as since we switching gears, the other LA ain't that much better. They
You talking
can't
about
stay
the
on the
LA
floor.
Slippers?
Yeah, the Clippers.
Yeah.
Since we on LA right now, they ain't that much fan that much better. I mean, they putting up some decent fights, but George
Mhm.
can't stay healthy. Kawhi gonna be on rest the whole season.
Yep.
So now I had them as a 1 through 4, but I'm thinking they might be a 5 through 8.
Yeah, they're not going to beat. Phoenix will have a good season. I think the Clippers will drop maybe 6 or 7. I agree with that, and I think it's because Wall, Paul George, and Kawhi haven't played full seasons in years, and and the load management is going to be really big for that team. But in order for them to get to the play-in or the playoffs, those guys are going to have to play at least 40 games out the season, and that's the kill part. Can they last 40 games out the season or more?
Yeah, I don't see it happening. All right, since we're in the West, we can go ahead. What's up with your Warriors, man?
Oh man, the only team in the West that I will root for is Utah because I used to be a Utah fan. But Golden State, I'm gonna get to Golden State. Golden State is they have a really good starting five, and that's all I would say for the rest of that team. Their bench this season is poop. They don't have the same bench like they had last year. Those guys last year were dogs.
Okay, okay.
This year, I don't see the same. Jordan Poole's the only one on that bench that could really give you something. If Moses Moody and Kaminga could step up a little bit more, I was like, oh man, Golden State's right there. But I think the younger guys have to do a little bit more because Steph Curry, you already know what he's going to give you. But Clay and Draymond are not the same players, especially Clay.
Okay.
His shooting
Yeah.
is not as good as it used to be, man. That nigga used to be a sniper. He's not a sniper anymore. Mid range wise,
Facts.
yes. 3-point line, no.
Facts. Facts. I was gonna get on that. I was like, what happened to Clay Thompson? It's like he fell off a cliff, bro, because it's done.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
done. I don't see it no more. I mean, I see some sparks of it, but his movement, I don't know what's missing. I don't know if it's in his mind, head, what's going on. But yeah, and I think as you alluded to earlier, they put a lot on their bench because they bunches a lot of those rookies they got from that year. They was really bad. So they got Wiseman. They trying to see what he can do. They got Kuzma and Moody. They trying to see what these youngins can do, and you know the rest. But the youngins got to step up. If they can learn something and blossom, then they'll be deep and they'll be good enough to make it through the whole season.
Oh yeah,
But
easily.
but I don't see it happening. I think Wiseman is what he is. I mean, he might get better. He could potentially be a 20-point scorer, but that's about it. Like not even 22 plus, like 2021, and that's it. That's all you can do. I'm like, I ain't saying what they was so hype about this boy about, but
Yeah, I agree with you on that. He was like, what pick was he? He was like number one or number two?
two, he was two.
He was
And
two.
Edwards went number one for Minnesota, which we got to get on
Okay.
to him. Oh yeah, that's a good segue.
Oh, you want to get on Edwards?
No, no, you
And
can
we
finish what you
should.
said about Wiseman first, but then we're gonna jump right to Edwards and them.
For Wiseman, I think your ceiling for him was too high. I think
Damn.
that I would say that he can't. I don't see him as a 20 points per game scorer right yet, because he's honestly him coming off the bench. He deserves to come off the bench. He's not a starting center, in my opinion. Not yet. Not yet, though. But is he bad? No, he's not bad. But is he Christian Woods or Jokic or Embiid? No, he's not those guys. Where those guys are solid. Jared Allen too. I'm gonna throw him in there too. He's very solid. Those guys are
Okay.
very, very solid guys. But to
Okay.
Edwards, I'm gonna get on him because he's in my fantasy. I have him on my fantasy league basketball team, and he dropped a goose egg a few nights ago in that first matchup of the San Antonio Spurs game, only having 9 points. Edwards, and then the next game he dropped 30. He gave me like a 30-point game last night, and I was happy. And I was just like, you know what, Edwards, if you can stay consistent, this is the Edwards I need to see. Because you remember I told you this could be the season of his breakout, in my opinion. This could be a
Yeah.
breakout all-star year for him. And I still see it. But eating that Popeyes and laughing with the white man and they making fun of you for eating chicken. Well, the chicken gave him some superpowers the next night. So
Hey, you gonna have that chicken flu? So Boondocks.
serving them rat meat.
Oh yeah, my whole thing is in Minnesota, be patient. It's gonna click. You gotta give it a minute. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Just
Mm-hmm.
give it a minute. You gotta be
I agree
patient.
with that. I'm more behind you on that.
Yeah, you just gotta be patient. Just be patient. All right, and then your Phoenix bounced back. I like the Phoenix. They bouncing back. I see them for what they is. Uh, Portland surprising me. I thought Portland was rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
They might have knew something we didn't know, or maybe Chauncey Billups knows something we don't know. I don't know.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned Portland because I'm a huge Damian. I'm not a Damian Lillard fan. So for anybody that curses at me, slanders me for not liking Lillard, And the reason why I do not like Damian Lillard is because I feel like he's overrated, and I feel like he is somebody that should do less instead of more. Because I feel like this is the team where he should actually be making some of these guys better players. He's already a tremendous scorer. I'm not going to take anything away from the guy shooting the ball. Is he efficient? No. But at the same time, he can shoot the ball very well in certain spurts. But I think that this season could be the season where Portland proves us wrong and they can get somewhere. But he just got injured. He just suffered a calf sprain. Hopefully, he's not out for 5 to 6 games, because if he is, that team is losing all those games. They they don't have another guy that can do what he does. He brings a lot of defensive attention when he's on that court because of that shot, man. But Simons
Mhm.
is somebody that I should say that should step up more. I like Anthony Simons. That kid needs a lot more minutes than what he's getting. So
Okay, cool, cool. And we gotta wrap it up with the New York teams, Brooklyn and the Knicks. Oh,
actually, the Knicks are better this year. Brunson makes a difference a little bit. A little bit. I want to slander somebody on that team right now because I had him on my fantasy, but I just dropped him. RJ Barrett, what the fuck are you doing? RJ Barrett, I'm sending this message to you right now. If you ever see this, which you probably won't, but RJ Barrett, you are shooting the worst percentage I've ever seen you shoot, man. Last year, you averaged 22 points per game. Get back to that level of efficiency. What the fuck are you doing? Stop jacking threes, man. Be patient. Let the game come to you. Don't force the game to you. Other than that, the Knicks are pretty. I think they're going to be better than Brooklyn. They could be better than Brooklyn
oh
this
hell
season, man.
yeah.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, Brooklyn and Lakers mirror each other. They're gonna be fighting for the playing game, maybe. Brooklyn they got two players. That's it. That's literally it. I mean, they gotta have what 50, 40, and 45 a game, 40 and 45 every game.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
man.
look at their roster. It's garbage. I'm like, man, y'all, it's horrible, bro.
It
And
is.
then even with all that, you still playing 4 on 5 because Simmons don't shoot. He don't post up a hook shot. He even Magic in his heyday didn't have a shot, but he at least got you 18 points, 17 points. Simmons
Yeah.
don't do shit. He just leave y'all team out. It's 4 on 5, bro. Leave
Yep.
him wide open, y'all. Yeah, he ain't doing nothing. Leave him over there. Leave him over there.
And you know
Hey,
what's crazy? I love that you say that because I agree. What do you think will happen if Ben Simmons gets benched though? What do you think will happen?
they can't afford to bench him. They need the body, but if they did, I think their offense might run a little bit smoother. If they can get anybody that can play some decent minutes, he don't even do well on defense, and that's what everybody was crying him for his defense.
Yeah, yeah. And Philly he actually was a pretty good defender in my opinion.
So what the hell happened?
You think it's his confidence? I think he lost his
Yeah,
confidence
man,
for real.
I think his mind shot, man. He one of the people who didn't really respect the game,
Hmm.
and now since he didn't respect it, he didn't learn his craft to the ability of what he needed to learn. And now people are expecting him to do stuff, and he just can't do it. He can't mentally stay focused. His technique ain't all it was. Like some of this just fundamentals. If you're scared to shoot a layup, it's in your head, bro. You 6'10". Who blocking your stuff unless they're Giannis or something like that, or Rudy
For real,
Gobert
for
or
real.
something like that?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
in your head. You don't post people up. You're afraid to go to the free throw line. You just don't want to shoot anything with the ball. So now we can't even keep the ball in your hand because they're Hacker Simmons.
Yeah, man. That is crazy. Because it's like when he's on the court, Brooklyn's offense is very stagnant when he's on the court, I noticed, because I watched that game last night. And I was just like, when Brooklyn brings in their bench, their offense got kind of better. I mean, there was a couple of guys off the bench that could do something, in my opinion. But I agree with you because I think Ben Simmons, if he's averaging more fouls than points, there's something obviously wrong. Because he wasn't hacking that much when he was with Philly
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
straight
His
hacking.
he's hacking now. Like Giannis straight up babying him that one play, and then when he called him too small, and yeah, Giannis had every right to call him too small because that was an easy bucket. That was probably the easiest bucket Giannis had the whole night.
I don't know, man. That's a waste of potential, man. It's sad to see people like that, but I get it. I mean, it's his mind. I mean, some people can't recover from it, so I don't want him to do nothing drastic. So I just hope he get help. If basketball ain't for you, basketball ain't for you. You can't want the money and not give a good product because who gonna resign you after this contract up?
Nobody at this point. Nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't give you no more money. Westbrook either. You ain't getting no more money either. Hell, I wouldn't even pay Chris Paul no more money after that contract. It's done. Y'all gonna come down to
Yeah,
earth. 44 million. Wall either. Even though they bought Wall out, but still, y'all not getting that money, man. But I feel sorry for Brooklyn, man. Y'all had high hopes, man. This was you get, easy money sniper. Yeah, I'm calling you out, easy money sniper. You had to sweeten Golden State. All you had to do is steal Draymond. You would have been good. You know what I'm
my
saying?
man said you said steal them.
All you had to do is steal him. You said that shit. Yeah, we don't need that, man. I would have stolen two pieces. That's crispy. And then you could have kept playing. Y'all don't understand. When you hit the bully in the mouth, the bully shut up. Y'all keep letting this man two piece y'all saying bleep this to you and we won without you and you tell him to pass you the ball, you don't pass me the ball. I would look at Kerr in his face. I was like, Kerr, I don't want to see that man out there until you learn to pass me the ball. That's how you play that game. You don't run and go to Brooklyn. Anyway, easy money sniper. I try to give you some good advice out here, man. I felt sorry for you now, man. But hey, you dug your, but you wasted your prime years.
Yeah, he did.
You
I mean, it's
wasted them.
sad that we look at some of these players and they're wasting. James Harden wasted his prime. Russell Westbrook, Durant, Damian Lillard. Lillard's not in his prime no more either.
No.
He's wasted his prime, gone. Then you have a couple of players right now that's in their prime, and hopefully they don't waste it like some of these other players have, like Devin Booker, Trey Young, John Morant especially. John Morant's ceiling to me is very high, man. He's the second best player right now. He ain't number one right now, but he number two easily for me right now.
Yeah, I mean, I like his game. I watched it. He can get a little bit better jumper. He could be truly up in the echelon, but you got to crawl before you walk. But he explosive. He out here. He looking like a young D Rose, pre-injury.
Yeah, yeah, I
So,
agree.
so
I
you know
agree
what I'm
with that.
saying. I get it, but I like the way the league is transitioning and it's getting younger and all that. So Durant's can go out, Harden's can go roll out. Westbrook can roll out, LeBron can roll out, and we can usher in some new people, new talent, new superstars. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was watching Young Games yesterday. I was like, okay, I see the new league. My man from OKC, I didn't know he was that good. Uh, Gilchrist, whatever his name is, my man be balling. I didn't know he was balling like that.
Gilgis
Yeah,
Alexander.
yeah,
Shea
oh
Gilgis
him,
Alexander. I love
yeah,
him. Absolutely adore that kid.
yeah. He be balling.
He's who? Yeah, I was gonna
He
say,
hoop.
man. OKC, if they didn't lose Chet, I would have had them in the play in easily, man. Easily,
Yeah.
they're a lot better talented than Sacramento and some of these other teams. I love OKC's team. Josh Giddey, Shea Gilgeous
Mhm.
Alexander. I love those guys, man. They hoop.
Well, I mean, it's exciting NBA season. I'm gonna give y'all, I'm gonna see what happens next week. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're gonna do our little weekly report on the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. I mean,
Yes,
some of the
sir.
Warrior games be late at night, and them joints be going late in the morning. I can't be watching them all the way through. Yeah, so I watched one, but it be like 10:30. So
Yeah,
you
they be
gotta get up
late.
in the morning. I know.
You got one
I was like,
tonight, man. You got Golden State and Miami tonight. Golden
okay.
State, Miami.
Yeah, I need to see what the Heat doing. I don't know. They've been looking iffy, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Yeah, man. So switching up lanes. What you think about the new Ant Man and Wasp trailer? I gotta hear what you say because I got some things on this. Let me get
Okay,
comfortable
okay,
right here.
okay.
Let me get comfortable
I'm gonna
right
say three things because I'm gonna let you dominate this one, man. Because I'm gonna give my review of the trailer, then I'm gonna talk about the other movie. But so I'm gonna say this: I love the music. I love the Elton John music in the trailer. I thought that was beautiful. I love the CGI. CGI is always amazing to me in these Marvel movies. The CGI looked really good, and I thought that Jonathan Majors as Kang looked really interesting. I thought that they need somebody with depth as an actor, and getting Majors is a really good pick as getting a villain, somebody that can be opposite of another person or people. So that actually got me excited a little bit because I didn't like the last Ant-Man and Wasp movie. I thought that movie was bullshit, but I did
here.
like the first Ant-Man because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, yeah.
But this one should be better than the second movie easily.
Okay,
I hope it's better.
okay. All right. First of all, like as my man said right here, I mess with my man Jonathan Majors. That's my dude. That's my dude.
Yeah.
His portrayal of Kane is that's what I'm there for. You know what I'm saying? You got cosplay as Kane too. That's my dude. I like Kane. Uh, they picked the right actor to help them out with this, and the fact that they're going to explore into the Kane verse and all that, and show y'all how it gets started and leading up to the new Avengers movie. I love it. I love it. I love the way they're writing for this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like all the good writers only write for Marvel, man,
Yep.
because I'm excited about this one, and I can't wait to February. Yeah, I'm gonna see that one. I'm a little bit more excited about that than I am about this Black Panther movie. Only way the Black Panther movie will make me more excited if they introduce Doctor Doom in it.
Okay.
If they bring Doctor Doom into it, then we working with something. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I really ain't overly enthused about this Black Panther movie. I mean, I know, but yeah, Ant Man and Wasp, I like what y'all doing right here. Like you said, the last movie did disappoint me. I know it had to happen because it piggybacked on Infinity War and all that. And I get it and all, but yeah, we need to get into explore the future. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can sneak Mr. Fantastic up in there or something like that too, hey, that'd be perfect. You know what I'm saying? I might be asking for a little bit too much, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But I can't wait for February. I like what I saw, the little snippet of it. What I saw. You know what I'm saying? Copyrights don't let me play the little clip. If I could, I would. But like you
I
said,
understand. Yeah.
I I like you said the CGI and exploring the alternate timeline of him and why all of them are going to fight. I like all of that. The design looked good. The script looked good. I just gotta make sure, like you said, it's up to par because last one wasn't that funny and it's kind of dry. It's really kind of dry. So Quantum Mania, I'm having
Yeah.
high expectations, and they bringing his daughter in there. I like that too.
I
Yeah, I
saw
like.
that. Yeah, because it's weird. It's like the first movie, she was a baby. She was like a
Yeah,
little girl, and then by the time they did the second movie, I don't think
she's a
she was
little
in the
older.
sec. She
Yeah,
yeah.
she
I don't
was.
think she was she older or was she
Yeah, she was a
still
little older. I think she was preteen, and
okay?
then they had a 5 year jump, and then she came back. And she was like almost out of teenage years, like 18 or 19, because 5 years
That's
that
right.
went by.
Yeah, because he was stuck in that realm,
Yeah,
and
he
then
was
he
stuck in the
came back
ram
in
with time.
Endgame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he didn't age. She aged, and then the other ones didn't age either because they were snapped away.
They were stuck in that blip, the blip. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
they call it in the Spider-Man movie, the blip.
yeah,
But
a blip.
yeah,
Yeah. But
yeah,
I'm excited for that one. I like the way Marvel is shaping up this new era. You know,
they're doing, and that's what, and I love the point you made with the Marvel has better writers. Did you see the Black Adam movie?
I have not. I've
Oh, okay, I thought you saw it.
man, I think I was going to go see it, but a few people in the house been sick, so I don't want to go to the movies while he's sick. And I can't see it alone because I'll get hurt if I do. You know what I mean? You know you can't see certain movies by yourself because
Uh,
yeah,
you have that one person be like, "Why didn't you
yeah, yeah,
take me? Why
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
you?"
yeah.
Hey, Black Panther, we got to go see that though, man. We got to
I
see
know,
that
yeah, yeah,
together.
we got them. Yeah, yeah, it's already you know it. It's us, bro. We got that. But you saw Black Adam?
After my dad ruined the movie for me, no, told me pretty much told me what happens at the end of the movie, and I was just like, why would I
Spoiler
watch
alert!
it now?
Spoiler alert!
And that's why I
Uh,
hate
in,
talking
in,
about movies with him. That's why I hate talking movies with him because he will fucking ruin it. That's why I stay
uh,
away from it now, man.
your
I'm just
dad's
like,
awesome, man. So, spoiler alert! MJ's father about to tell us what happened at the end of the movie. I already got kind of an idea because if it goes off the comics, I mean, Superman comes back to tell them, "Hey, yo, you gotta stop killing people. We don't do that anti-hero stuff around here or anything like that."
you pretty much just gave it away the movie.
Yeah, I
Pretty
get. Yeah, I
much,
figured that. I mean,
yeah.
the trailer gave away the movie. I mean, it looks like a smash and grab. You know what I'm saying? Rock goes around. Hey, look, I had a hard life. Smash, smash. Hey, I don't like people ruling over me who makes decisions for me. And yeah. And then if you had any backstory of the comics, you should know. You
Hmm.
know, yeah,
I
pretty much so.
understand that. I understand that because I was just like, damn. Like the only movie I was really interested in watching recently was Barbarian, and I actually
Okay.
just recently watched that a few days ago, and stream HBO Max for everybody who wants to watch it if you have HBO Max. And I would say stream it immediately. Run to your seats. The movie is fantastic.
Okay.
If you are a horror thriller fan, it's the movie for you. It's really good. Like, I was shocked at how good the movie was. It shocked me. I wasn't expecting it to be that good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro. I would
Barbarian.
say, man,
So,
watch it.
it's more of a thriller, or it's more of a fake Hercules where he picks a sword up and just slash and dash.
No, no, no. So the name of the movie is pretty much it
Misleading.
alludes to it is misleading because it has
Uh,
nothing to do with it's called Barbarian because the movie takes place on this street called Barbary Street.
ah,
So the movie is like almost like a homage ode to like Wes Craven. May he rest in
ah,
peace. So the movie to me reminded me of a better version of People Under the Stairs. It was a better version.
okay.
People Under the
Yeah.
Stairs, but with less humor, more suspense, more thriller, and a better story. The story for this movie is way better than what People Under the Stairs was. People Under the Stairs was a nigga comedy, in my opinion. Like the scene with the dog chasing the kid, the whole scene stuff was funny to me. It wasn't really terrifying.
He said, "Nigga, man."
It
Hey,
was it
it's
was a
young.
very niggerish movie. Like that was a like when I watched the movie, I was just like, this ain't really scary. This is more niggerish.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So true. So very very true. Oh man, but yeah, I'm excited for this holiday season on these movies. So we'll see what it do. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I had a question. I meant to ask you last week about actors, right?
Yeah,
So I don't know if you ever saw the show P Valley. It's on Stars.
I saw season one actually.
Okay. The guy who plays her love interest, the big guy that likes to dress like a chick.
Yeah.
What do you call her? What is her name? I forgot. I mean, I watched it. I was just watching this to watch it. Do you think he should be held as a greater actor because he could play that role, even though he's not that?
You talking about for P Valley the guy?
The one who plays Lil Murder.
Oh,
In real life, he's straight.
you talking about the gay guy?
He not gay on the show. He gay, but in real life, he's straight.
Yeah, you talking about see? Okay, okay, okay. I see what you're talking about. Um, so when I watched season one of P Valley, I was more intrigued about how good the women looked. So
Okay.
I didn't really care about the acting in the show that much. I mean, I thought it was decent. It was very street. It's a very street show,
Oh yeah,
and I can
yeah,
see why black people like the show, the culture. Um, it's a very good. I thought season one was good actually.
yeah. I did too.
It had a very good story. I didn't see season two, but I heard a lot of things that season two gets really crazy. But
Yeah, it does. It got my girl who played on Snowfall. They had her in there, and she's still a whole show. The fact that
wow.
she in there, you got. I ain't gonna spoil it for you because you ain't seen it yet. But if you decide to watch it, you need to watch it. She make the whole show. The rest of it is dry, and I know why they wrote the story the way they did because a lot of characters didn't want to come back, and they made that known. So they tried to analyze storylines and all that. But you gotta watch it to get what I'm saying. But
Okay. Okay.
my whole point was, the guy from Big Bang Theory played the geeky one, Sheldon, the tall one.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a lot of praise for playing a straight person and a straight scientist. They give him all those awards, but they don't do that for my man who played Lil Murder. Like, dude, to not be gay, played the shit out of that role, bro. And it took me a minute. You gotta be comfortable with yourself because it is some homosexual scenes in it. And if you're not straight with yourself, you're gonna be like, oh, this show is just gay. But you gotta get past that to really see the show for what it is. And I don't think he get enough credit for acting on that. Cause I'm like, bro, the way he played that role and to be straight, and don't get no awards for that. Not even no BET junk. I was like, something wrong with that. But on a counter perspective, they give the guy who played Sheldon Cooper all the awards. He got the Emmy, the daytime, I mean the night Emmy, and all those awards for playing a straight guy, even though he gay. So I'm like, I don't get that double negative behind that.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that Jim Parsons gets more accolades for playing Sheldon, and even though Jim Parsons in real life is gay, he's
Yes.
playing a straight person on show. You know, it's funny you mentioned the Big Bang Theory. I hate that show. I absolutely can't
I like
stand
the
that
first
shit.
5 seasons of it, but after that, it got boring.
I never thought it was funny. It was just a bunch of smart ass white guys. I almost view that show like how the Community was. Donald Glover and that Indian guy on that show drove me nuts. I couldn't stand that show. But but I understand because as a black actor, we have to be really amazing in order for us to even get any type of attention when it comes to anything that deals with arts. So our art form has never really been appreciated at a high level. You know, we have certain actors that are black that have been appreciated at that level, but it's only because of their name and their brand. So it's like if you are not Denzel, if you are not Jamie Foxx, if you're not Will Smith, Forrest Whitaker, Sidney Poitier, you got to work really hard to get an award. Like Sterling K. Brown was like one of the first black actors ever for TV to win a Golden Globe for This Is Us ever. That's wild. The TV's been on for more than 80 years, and you're telling me that Sterling K. Brown is the first, and that was like what, a few years ago. Like, come on,
Yep.
man. So, and I understand your point, and I agree with you, but it's just how they view our art. White people do not appreciate our art. But at the same time, I think as us as blacks, we have to appreciate our art even more than they do. And we have to vocalize it. And I feel like we are always caught up in hating on each other that we forget to actually support each other too.
And you gotta get like you're saying, it's obvious to us, but the show is really well written. Because if you can get past, you know what I'm saying, the South music and all that, even though the music fit the show,
Yeah.
because it's supposed to be in Mississippi and it's cool and all that.
Yeah.
People don't give it a real shot, you know what I'm saying, because they just think it's just a homosexual show or a transgender pushing show. It don't even do that all like that. If you like you said, if you watch the first season, all you gonna see is some bad joints on it. And I was telling my brother the other day, I was like, yo, you gotta watch it. You're not watching it for you're gonna have to see one or two gay scenes in it, but there's you're gonna see a lot more other scenes than you're gonna see of that.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
know
like,
what you're saying.
I'm like, people just and you gotta see how it's well written, especially season one is well written. And I just don't think the show got its flowers it deserved because they were trying to cancel it. And I get why, because they was this fear that everybody's trying to push the quote unquote gayness down people's throat. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't push what you are. If that's you, that's you. I mean, but that's here nor there. It was just it was on my
Yeah.
mind because I finished up season two like a few days ago, and I was like, dang, my man really acted the hell out that movie. I mean, out the show. And then I was reading online, they was trying to cancel it, but then they renewed it. Now it's not gonna come on for like 2 years because they got two more seasons to do. They gotta figure out what direction they want to do. And the writer of the show, she's pretty good too. And the people in that do the dancing, they choreographed this too. If you ever know, like the one with Mercedes, she really choreographs the stripping jump.
Oh,
She
that's
made,
tough.
yeah, yeah. So I get in depth with my shows. I just don't just throw them out there like that. But
No,
yeah,
I like that. I like that because I'm the same way when I like a TV show. I want to, you know, get deep with it. But I thought that the first season was very authentic. It
yeah,
seemed like it didn't come across like it was a fake gimmicky show. Like, you know how like some shows you watch and you just like,
yeah,
okay, I know that they're just portraying this just to portray this. Like like when I watched that show, The White Lotus, I just recently watched season one of that show. I knew that that was a portrayal of white people acting like dickheads. Like I knew that. Where P Valley, I didn't get that impression. Almost just like the first season of Atlanta. I thought
yeah.
the first season of Atlanta was very authentic, It didn't
Yeah.
seem like a television show at first to me, but then when it got to season 2, it felt like it was television.
Oh
But
yeah. They had some good episodes in it. The Fubu episode was good. It
Fubu
shows
episode was
you.
sad though. It was good, but
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
really
sad,
sad at the
but
end.
yeah, it give you reality of what's going on in their heads and all that. But hey, speaking of Atlanta, did you even watch the last season yet?
I'm not watching it, man. Season 3 turned me off. Season
Did
3
you did
was
you
a
even watch the last 2 episodes of season 3?
I never finished it. Never got back
Oh,
to it,
come on,
man.
man! I
And I
told
know
you,
you
gotta
told me
watch.
to get back
Yeah,
to it, but I
you
didn't
gotta
do it,
watch the
man.
last 2, man. Cause it's one of them that he really did his thing on, where he reversed racism. But you gotta watch it. I don't want to spoil it for you. And then the last one, her she's just funny in it. You gotta watch it. She fucked people up. You really gotta watch it.
Okay.
But yeah, you should check it out, bro. This season is alright. It's not all that. I mean, it ties up a lot of loose ends with Earn, but you gotta watch it to see what I'm saying. Like it tell you why he got kicked out of Princeton. It tell you how he doing in life. It show you Paperboy how success is. It shows you how they view stuff. And since we're on this, what the fuck is up with Kanye, man?
Ah, the one person I knew he's gonna come up. He's been everywhere. Too much everywhere.
Bro,
Whew.
bro, I let the shit he said when he was saying Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian smashed in front of the fireplace. Why would this man go after the Jewish people?
You know what? I talked about this with my parents a few days ago, and I was just like, you know what? I feel like Kanye probably does like the Jewish community, but how he worded his sentence came across as hate speech. Because I feel like Kanye was trying to make a comparison with that Jews. He was trying to say that the Jewish community does things better than the black community, and both of those races have been enslaved, which he's correct. But he's trying to say that black people he's envious of the Jewish community because black people don't look out for each other, they don't give each other money, they don't help each other, and Jewish people are behind most major industries everywhere. The law industry, music business, movie business, they run that shit, man. So Kanye is literally dealing with Jews pretty much his whole career as a musician, producer, fashion designer. But he should have kept that stuff to himself. And I would say that's the worst part is he didn't. If he would have just singled out one person instead of the whole community, it would be fine. But when you start saying the stuff that he was saying, it could get viewed as hate speech because white people do the same thing for us. But it's different because some of them will blatantly just come out and say, oh, fuck
Uh,
niggers or niggas this,
yeah,
niggas that, where he didn't specifically give it to one person. If maybe one Jew might have maybe fucked him up, or maybe one Jew was annoying him. But I think that he was trying to say in a nice way that he likes the Jewish community. He just wished that black people were similar with how they treat each other because we don't treat each other the same way as other races do. But he didn't say it like that.
yeah. All right, you brought up a good point of hate speech. So what he said, you deem that hate speech? Cause I'm gonna say that because a friend of mine podcast got canceled for 3 weeks because they played the clip of what Kanye said and they viewed that as hate speech.
Do you think I think what he said was hate speech?
Yeah, it was that hate speech.
Only because he didn't single out one person. I would say yes, because when you do a group, a race of people, that's racism. Anything that deals with a group, like if you are going to stereotype a group of people, that is automatic racism. There is no way to defend yourself in that. You know what I'm saying? That's just like if somebody were to come up to us, me and you right now, and say we like watermelon and fried chicken. How the fuck do you know if we even eat that? I could be vegan for all you know, but you just stereotyped us. And he was stereotyping the Jews, but I feel like he was saying it in a way of he wishes that the black community were like them, but he didn't say it like that because his words didn't match his heart. And I feel like a lot of times his words never match his intentions, and he's always backtracking on what he's saying. And I just think right now he needs to just get the fuck and he just needs to go somewhere. He's very annoying seeing him every day for something different. It's very annoying.
Okay. Now I'm gonna piggyback on that. Now you said because a lot of people getting in trouble for just speaking against Jews, even though when he said it wasn't hate, it was like you said he had disagreement with a few Jews that were ripping him off, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that he didn't like the fact that they exploit our culture. Now, and that came
Yeah.
out as anger and frustration because he brought light to it. When you bring light to a situation, they gotta silence him. Thus, they trying to shut him up by attacking everything else to take his mind off of what he was saying. To now, he got to study the boat. He got to get good with them again to see if they let him back in his good graces. But my original point to this is, it's funny how if you say something about that particular group, because Nick Cannon went through the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
they get you shut down everywhere. As though, like you just mentioned earlier, you could say anything about a black person. A black person get killed on live video. Facebook don't take that shit down. YouTube don't do nothing. They don't strike you, no nothing. Even to the lesser extent, Caucasians do the same thing. Like you said, they'll have the white hate speech. They can walk around with tiki torches. All that's not this considered hateful speech, hateful demonstration, none of that. They'll let you see it. They'll let it keep going. But because that man said something about the Jewish culture, y'all are up here canceling him. Took all this going after the man, money and everything else, and it just shows me a blatant double standard, bro.
Oh yeah, I
A
agree with you.
blatant double standard.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree. I 100% agree with that because I feel like his intentions were to. I looked past what he was saying and just looked at where he was going from. Like the Jewish people, like I said, they are behind most major industries, man. This is not me just talking out the side of my neck. This is true. They own a lot of different things, man, from the NFL to to basketball to the music industry, especially music. They probably music and law. That's that's their thing. But at the same time, he should have worded what he said a lot better. And I think that now that he brought his words and, like you said, to the light, it didn't look good in that nature because it was taken as hate speech because of what they went through in their past. But at the same time, like you made a great point. If a black man is getting slaughtered on camera, which we've seen almost our whole lives of a different black man, from Rodney King to Trayvon Martin to George Floyd, it's been ridiculous, and they air that stuff on media. Media just blatantly
Repeatedly.
airs it. Yeah, I agree with that. It's very excessive. It's more excessive than police force, honestly, because the police force, they have to do a job at the end of the day. Are most of them good at their job? No, as we've seen. But the media is like cyber terrorism. I view it as cyber terrorism because like they have a way of making a group of people or just one person feel particularly small. And I love Kanye's music, man, and that's the only thing I'm really interested in him coming up in his life. He has kids now, and I think he needs to care more about that because he's treading very dangerous waters. I think as a person and his mental health, and I think he needs to just take a step back and just be human for once. He's trying to be superhuman. Stop being superhuman, man. Be a human. You're a
Mhm.
father now, man. Your priorities got to be elsewhere.
Yeah, but I just want to throw that out there about Kanye. But I think that he should start his own company. Like he knows a lot about fashion. How hard is it to hire some black fashion people that work for you, and you could tell them your vision, and you got the clout to get it out there. You know what I'm saying? You start your own line, like he did with the Yeezys. He don't need Adidas. He made Adidas back in the style because Adidas had died out. And for them
Yeah.
to drop him like that, it sounds like they're a little bit ungrateful. And you won't see me with another Adidas sweatsuit on again. I don't rock their shoes as is.
It's funny you mentioned the shoes because I wear more Pumas than anything else. I'm a
Yeah.
Puma head. Puma, Nike has some decent shoes. I'm not really big on Jordans like that, but Jordans are
Nah,
nice.
man, I don't wear
But they
Jordans.
overrated. I will say that they're
Yeah,
overrated,
they
but
are
they are
nice.
nice. But they're overrated.
And some of them are nice, but some of them, like you said, I'm not spending all that money. And I'm damn sure not getting stabbed in the line. I'm damn sure ain't standing in the line for 3 hours to get no Jordans or go up to the Foot Locker and get robbed as soon as I get them.
Yeah, because that will happen. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
make it to my car. Hey, give me them shoes. You can have them, bro. But nah, you're not getting me like that. Yeah, or like the resellers do. Resellers get on my nerves, bro. I heard that a lot of Jews are resellers. Like they'll go online and buy all the inventory out from the stores and then resell it to make a profit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
So
man. It's we live in a very twisted, cruel world, and if you're black and you're speaking the truth, and I'm not saying everything that Kanye says is the truth, but I think to some of the stuff that he did say about that particular race or group of people was true. I'm not going to sit here and, oh, Kanye, blah blah blah. I'm not going to slander this man because I'm still a fan of his music. So, is his new music good? No. Do I personally hate Jews or want to say any hate speech towards a Jew? No, I don't have no
yeah,
beef with them. They have no
yeah,
beef with me. But at the same time, I think he should have worded what he said a lot better
correct.
because I think his intentions were to be like, I wish black people were like these particular race or group of people. And I think that's really what he was alluding to, in my opinion. But he didn't say it like that. It came across in a negative form, and that's where it turned into the hate speech that most people are calling it. But you just got to be very careful because you know it's you know what I'm saying, bro. Like you just
Yeah,
can't walk up to
yeah,
people these days and
true.
say crazy shit.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I also believe that the demonstration that's shown by everything all of a sudden disappearing from is a warning to other people out there. When you're dealing with them, fuck them. I wouldn't deal with the people that get so salty, but yet do the same shit. They're literally exploiting us and gets mad when one of us is in the inside of it. Like you said, they showed Kanye how to do this. He gets it. It's just he's not in the right state of mind to pass it along. And now they want to take his money. They want to go after all this. They cutting him off from everything. I'm like, y'all didn't say that, and that it's just real funny to me. That's why I say I like. But it's like you said, show you who people are. So you gotta deal with some. You gotta deal with the devil sometimes, but you gotta know when you're dealing with the devil how they act.
Exact. I love that because like it's like that analogy you just made was similar to the video game Cuphead. Like they go gambling. Cuphead makes a deal with the devil, and then boom, they have to pay back the soul. They literally have to fight for their lives just to get out of the debt. So I mean, it's the same way with Ye right now. He made a bunch of honestly. I mean, I know he had $1 billion status wise when he was with Adidas, but
Yeah,
honestly, he can get that money back.
yeah,
I say
man.
he can.
All you gotta do, man. People gonna support him. They like his ideas. They like him. He gotta stop saying dumb shit like George Floyd didn't get killed by fentanyl and shit like that's stupid shit. You
Yeah,
can't
the
do dumb
fentanyl
shit.
shit. Yeah, yeah, I agree with
You
that.
can't do dumb shit like that. And the whole White Lives Matter shirt, I get it because you want to draw attention to yourself and your brand, but that turn away your base. Your base is us. Yeah, we might don't buy as much as the stuff that other cultures might, but you need us to make it hot. So, and I'm like, I get it and I understand, bro, but just calm down, regroup, and you can take over the world. You be you, but you gotta calm down, man. You gotta be strategic, and he is not that. And for that, furthermore, neither is Ice Cube, cause he be all over the place too. But that's here nor there, you know.
Yeah, Cube made this pro-black stance, and then, oh, I'm having a meeting with Donald Trump about the platinum plan. Come on, Cube,
Yeah,
the fuck you doing? Like, you
yeah,
can't make Barbershop 3, and then the next minute you talk about you want to help Trump create a plan to put back blacks 20 years back. Come on, Cube.
yeah. Cube is just if you're a Republican, say you're a Republican, bro. We don't
Thank,
care.
thank you,
Just say that shit, bro.
thank you. And I love the fact that the it's funny how when you hear different parties talk, how one party speaks, it's very cryptic. Like every time I hear like a politician talk, I don't see them actually talking in English anymore. They don't speak English when they talk. It's cryptic. Everything with them is in code. It's almost like they expect people who are politicians to understand what they're saying versus the average Joe like me and you. And that goes for white people.
Mm.
white people have fallen for the rhetoric because they think that they could speak that same code when really the white man has pimped his own race too. Is white people have pimped not only black people, but they pimped themselves, and that's the sad part. But the white man has yet to call out their race for the same bullshit. They've yet to do it.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, I get it, but yeah, sad Kanye. You was my dude, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know now. You just need to step back and regroup. I do wish you the best though, bro, because I hear you. Some of the shit you say is genius, but then some of it's just off the wall for shenanigans and foolery. But it's gonna get better for you, bro. Just weather the storm and then start doing shit on your own, bro. That's the best I could tell you. But yeah, all right. But yeah, so switching up for we gotta do our games out here. Call of Duty come out today, or is it tomorrow? One of them. I know it's one of them. Modern Warfare.
Ooh, so
Yeah,
Modern
the new
Warfare
one's
2 is
coming out. Yes, new one coming out.
ooh,
I know. So are you a Call of Duty guy? Cause I ain't played in a minute. But my brother love that.
ooh. I am not going to lie to you, man. I freaking hate those games.
You know,
they,
like FPSs.
oh man, they are. So I'm gonna tell you the last Call of Duty game that turned me off, and that was Warzone.
Oh, okay.
War Warzone is a walking heart attack,
Really?
and I say that, Jarrell, because Warzone is a battle royale version of Call of Duty.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so here's what happens. I know you've seen it before, but here's why I call it a walking heart attack. So not only in Warzone where you can just get blown up randomly, get hit with drive-bys, have a launch strike nuked at you. When you die, they send you to this prison called the Gulag, and you have to fight for your life while people are throwing rocks at you from outside. The people could literally watch you fight for your life, and they're throwing rocks at you, literally throwing rocks at you while you have to fight for your life. That game is fucking nuts. I I vowed to never play Warzone ever again, man. For the people who do play it and they're really good, they're terrorists. Other than that, that game is nuts. I will stick to
Yeah.
Apex Legends, man.
Okay. Oh, you play Apex? You on Apex, bro?
Yeah, man. I play ranked in Apex now. I play ranked leagues.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have you on there one time, man. I'm gonna suit up and boot up and see what you working with. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Oh
know, but
shit! Oh shit!
yeah.
Who's your main?
Oh, I ain't played in a while, bro. I gotta get
Oh, okay.
reacquainted to it. Yeah, I used to be on it, but not like that. I'm not a big FPS player either. I'm more of a RPG guy. Yeah. So you heard
Ooh,
about Amazon and New World, right?
that's a video game.
Yeah, New World is a new video game.
What
It's
is this
on
about?
online. It's like a make believe online. It's like a role
Mm-hmm.
playing game,
No, I never heard of
MMORPG.
this.
Yeah, so it's ran by Amazon, right?
Okay.
And they rebooting it. So they had big issues with gamer play.
Ah,
Yeah, but it's more for like PC users. If you don't play on your computer like that, you wouldn't know about it. But I was debating on whether I want to jump into it or not, but it's time consuming because MMORPGs just eat up your life. You gotta be really a no lifer.
I understand that because the only computer RPG game I've ever really got into when it was really hot was what was it called? Dragon Fable or something like that.
Which one?
It was called Dragon something. I think it was called Dragon Quest or Dragon
Oh,
Fable.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
round. It was around the same era of Maple Story.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe a Fable. I think you mean Fable.
No, so Fable was for a
Xbox
console.
and yeah.
Yeah, I have Fable 1 is great. I love that game.
Okay.
The first Fable is way better to me than the second one. The second one it was okay, but the first Fable is a masterpiece in my opinion. Great game.
Okay. Cool. Cool. And you haven't played Lost Ark yet, have you?
Lost Ark. Which
Yeah,
one
it's
is
another.
that?
It's another RPG game, but it's also by Amazon too. Yeah, they out here now, bro. They doing games.
Amazon does games now. Wow,
Amazon does games, bro.
that's
I didn't even know that
damn.
they were doing games like that.
That's what he. What do you think if he makes a console, man? What if Jeff Bezos makes his own console?
Yeah, I can see it, but I'm like, we're stuck between Xbox and PlayStation with a sprinkle of little Nintendo there. But hey, if you want to jump out there, maybe you can buy Sega and do something.
Oh man, I love that because if he would, yeah, I agree with you. He would need to buy, he would need to buy some studios. He would need because Sega needs help. These new Sonic games are just so oh
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 man, I have not played Sonic in so long, bro. Shit, yeah, it's been a while since I played Sonic.
oh. They got a new Sonic game coming out this November.
Mm-mm, not I, not
You know
I.
what? I miss the old PlayStation platformers like Jack and Dexter,
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank.
Mhm.
They had one with the raccoon too. It was like Sly and a raccoon or something like that.
Yeah.
But those games were classics in my opinion,
Uh,
man.
so you're a platformer, huh? Yeah, I used to be a
I love
platformer.
platform games. A really good platform game, not that bullshit.
Yeah. So you like Crash Bandicoot?
Absolutely love that game, but it's hard as shit.
Well, one was easy. Two was a little bit hard.
I still haven't beaten I have the only Crash Bandicoot game I beat was the third one.
Oh
Uh,
man.
And that little trilogy thing they made. The third one was the easiest one because the graphics and the gameplay got smoother.
Yeah. I mean, I played it again. I can't play it now, but back then it was top flight. But now it's just like, what the fuck? Excuse me. But yeah. Mm. Uh. But yeah, I saw that today. I was like, dang, I ain't know Amazon got games like that.
Yeah, that's
Amazon
new.
games, bro.
That's new to me too. You just got me on this. I had to check that out now.
Amazon taking over the world, bro. If they don't know, they better bow their new lord, cause Amazon is everywhere, bro.
It's
I
funny
even
because it's funny, man. You say that because that TV show he just made, that little Lord of the Rings show, was like the what he spent $1 billion creating that joint.
yeah.
That's insane. A billion
Hmm.
dollars for a TV show.
Yep. He paid a
That
lot
no,
for football too. So Thursday night games come on Amazon Prime.
I actually
Yep.
do think that's kind of clutch though, because you don't have it
Yeah.
on your
He
TV.
paid
You
money
just go
for it.
straight to Prime.
Yep. You gotta have Prime to watch it. That was clutch too.
You know what's funny? NBA needs to do that, man. NBA should have a streaming app where you could go back and watch all the previous older games so people could go back and watch history. I would love to if NBA could have a streaming app where they can show older games instead of just newer ones.
Yeah.
They can have it be both.
Yeah. I thought NBA TV do that. They used to throw the hardwood classics on NBA TV, but you gotta buy the
They
packet.
exactly, and that's the
Yeah, you
thing.
gotta get
It's
the
like
packet. So it's like
I'm
an
not
extra
paying
20 bucks.
$99 for league access so I could watch the
Yeah.
Houston Rockets play the Orlando Magic.
Yeah. They black out certain games because OKC won't be on TV. They block one team out. They won't let them be on TV because they want y'all to buy that package.
Yep, they did that a few nights ago. I was pissed. I was just like, damn, I want to turn into this game. And then I had to turn to ESPN. I'm just like, oh, I'm getting tired of watching ESPN almost every Wednesday and Friday because I've been watching ESPN religiously when they host the games. I mean, tonight is TNT, so God bless America. But
Mm. But yeah, I just found that funny. So yeah, all right. Our last topic of the day: influential rappers. My man, speciality. Your
hey,
speciality.
hey, you could be good, special in this too, man. You were around before I was.
True, but we're talking more of a newer age, and the last one I truly know was an influential rapper. I hate to say it, but Soldier Boy was an influential rapper because what he did with streaming and YouTube and made itself a success. It, it can't be. Yeah, it gotta be given absolute credit for. And I know he be off some off the wall stuff sometimes, but what he think Soldier Boy did everything first. But that one gives him influence right there, cause he showed these people how to get their streaming money long before it was a big thing.
I can see what you're saying. I feel like Soldier Boy made YouTube more popular.
Yeah,
He definitely made YouTube because I had to look at that dance. Because like in '07 and when I was in middle school,
yeah.
if you did not know that dance, they was making fun of you. Like they was literally making fun of you.
You
Like
did that crank that. Smiley
yeah,
did
man.
that
I
crank
actually
that.
had to watch the video and learn that dance, man. I actually learned it. It was crazy. I actually learned that shit. But I don't know if I would put Soldier Boy on my influential list. But I will say that for new school, if we had to do like an old school new school, I'm not mad at it. But if we're talking about for all time rappers, hell no, I'm not
No,
putting
no, no,
him
not
nowhere
all
near.
time. I'm talking about current. If we're doing all
Oh, we do.
time, all time is totally
Oh
different.
hell no.
Yeah, old time
Because like you say,
totally
MC
different.
Hammer was doing that shit first. It's just YouTube wasn't back. YouTube wasn't around then
Yeah,
with the dance, with dancing with the rap.
yeah. Y'all know about that hammer.
And then Heavy D was doing the shit too. But he, you
I'm
know what
about
I'm
to say,
saying? So
you know about that heavy D? Go heavy, go
go
heavy. That's my
Heavy,
man.
yeah.
That's my man right there, dog.
Hey, CC, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of people my age just need to go back and just do some research. I've already done the research. They just need to go back and do the research.
Yeah. All right, so we'll break it up. So new school, who you think are the most influencers? So by new school, I mean from we're gonna start 2005 to current date. That's about 17 years.
We're going for just hip hop and rap, or hip hop trap, or we're doing all just any domain of hip hop.
Oh, you can add all of them in there.
Am I giving you 10? Or am I giving you 5 people?
Five should be easier. 10, I don't know if you can give me 10, give me 10. But if
Okay,
you can give me five, you can give me five.
okay. If I had to do new school for current, this is I'm not gonna put this in order. So this is just
Okay,
gonna be 5 random guys.
okay, cool.
Chief Keef is one.
Mhm.
Chief Keef is definitely one of the most influential rappers we've had in this era.
Okay,
Gucci Man,
okay,
Chief Keef, Gucci Man, Young Thug.
okay,
But they're all of those guys. I would say for the Young Thugs, the Uzi Verts, the Little Babies, their grandfather's Little Wayne. Little Wayne will be my all-time list, but I'm not throwing him in my new school list. But Little Wayne
okay.
is definitely one of the most influential rappers. So I would say Gucci Man, Chief Keef, Young Thug. Uh, I'm gonna go with Future. Because I feel
Oh,
like a lot of
Future.
people take, yeah, man, a lot of people steal that sound. A lot of people have stolen that sound that he's had. I'm going Future because like his trap is more electronics, and trap music has really gone over to that electronic side
Okay.
versus some of these other guys where their music is a little bit more organic, was a little bit organic, included a little bit more instrumentation of real instruments, where Futures at first it was just all electronics mostly. But if I had to go with my fifth pick, I just
Percocet.
mostly named trap. I'll stay in the trap domain, trap hip hop. I'm gonna say this is tough. I have to really think about this because old school. I already got my list for old school rappers for
uh,
all time. But
okay. I'll let you do that one next too, since you already got it done.
no, I mean, I want to hear you. Who you got for the old school?
For old school, I don't know. I got my new school. I ain't got my old school one because old school you gotta go deep into it. It's a lot of content back there. But
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off. I will say Travis Scott for the new one. I'll throw
okay.
Travis, even though he's a clone of ASAP Rocky, but Travis Scott.
I like the way you threw that out there too. Yeah, because he really is though. But yeah, I mean new school. I mean you could have put Wayne on there because from 2005 was when Wayne was hitting his peak. You know what I'm saying? He had the Carter 2, then he had the Carter 3, and then he had all that Young Money stuff. So You're right. He was a big influencer from then on. Before that, he was a little bit iffy. He had a lot of trying to get on stuff, doing stuff with Destiny Child and Hot Boys and all that. But I
Hmm.
get it, you know what I'm saying. But all the time, you're right. He on the list because he not only did it, he sustained doing it. So that kept him a place on the all time list. Where at? That's a debate, but I get what you're saying. New school though.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I hear a lot of people listening to NBA YoungBoy. I didn't know he was like that. I listen to some of his stuff too. I like some of his stuff, but you know what I'm saying. I would listen to some of that. You know what I'm saying. Uh, Kodak. I mean, he can't rap, but he makes a hell of a good song, and people don't give him credit for that. He just ain't got no bars. I mean, his shit is well produced
I like
and,
Kodak
and
actually.
yeah, everybody loves Kodak. I'm like, all you youngins tell me, oh, OG, you don't listen to Kodak? You gotta listen to Kodak, Kodak, Kodak. And I listen to some of the stuff. I'm like, okay, this man can make a good beat and he can make a good song, but he can't rap. But NBA YoungBoy, he can rap. I see why people are all on his nuts. Little baby
You know,
can too, though.
yeah, you know what's funny? Those guys we just mentioned, they remind me of like the Little Wayne school and the Boosie. Boosie, another
Yeah.
one, where Boosie, you can't really understand his accent from how he talks, but he's definitely one of the most influential rappers to me too, as well, for his style of rap. And I would say Kodak kind of mimics Boosie in a lot of ways, honestly.
Okay. Yeah. And I've been trying to listen to the up and comers, but ain't too many of them out here I rock with, bro. I mean, they call him an influencer. That's rough. But I'm gonna throw this at you though. And when you consider influencer, does that mean outside of the booth too, or just inside the booth?
Ooh, that's a good one. I feel like if we're going to say somebody's influential, it has to be both.
Okay.
It's got to be both because, like, I can see why Young Boy would be mentioned for influence, but he's to me, he just reminds me of Lil Wayne. So I put him in a Lil Wayne school because he's putting out music at a very fast rate, and the content of his music is very similar to Lil Wayne's, just a little bit less. Um, Lil Wayne has a lot more sexual content. Young Boy's content ain't really sexual. It's more just murder, murder, kill.
Yeah.
Uh, his mental health, a lot of that. So I respect Young Boy's hustle though, man. That guy hustles his ass off. He's releasing albums literally every month. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta do it out here, especially when all you gotta do is stream it now. So that's big money right there. But all time, personally, I don't like this person as a rapper. I think that he was a gimmick rapper, but if we're gonna add everything into it, you gotta give Master P a lot of credit as an
Ah,
influencer,
Big
cause
P.
yeah, PP showed you how to get that money. Now his rapping, his first two albums were decent. I'll give him a C minus. Like Ghetto D and Ice Cream Man, them some them some C's right there. Them some strong C's. I'm gonna give it a C, and that's me being nice. But after that, his some of this shit, I was like, dude, I paid 19.99 for this garbage.
I love that you mentioned him because he did one of my favorite music videos of all time, and I think you know what song I'm talking about.
Nah, you gotta tell me what song is this?
Make him say,
Oh,
na 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 na. That is one of my favorite songs of all time. That song is an anthem to me. I
yeah,
love it.
that and DMX jump, the Rough Riders one. I like that one too.
Oh, up, up,
Yeah, that's my
go
joint
down,
too.
na, na, na,
Yeah,
na.
you bring about
Yeah.
memories right there. But I give him credit because not only did he figure out the music game, he showed other people how to figure it out too. So that make you an influence. When you figure out how to get the money out of this game, and he did that too because he was getting all those people money.
I love the Master P. I love the Master P mention 100%. He was be on my all time list. He
Okay.
would definitely be an all timer for me.
Yeah, I also say Dre because he not the originator of gangster rap, but he blew it up. Like it started before him, a few years before him, but he took it to another level, and he don't get enough credit for that. Also, he was a real round producer. He caught on late. later how to get that money. I mean, he ain't know at first. He was getting beat by everybody. Suge taking his money. Easy was taking his money. When he first started his label, they was taking his money, and then he just caught on, and then he realized that his name is worth more than a lot. So I consider him an influencer as well. You
Easily.
know, yeah. Now this is where it get tricky at, cause a lot of these people you could name are influencers didn't get the light they deserved with the older heads. I'm like, how can I put this? Uh, who was my man who had the bars? But he just couldn't rap. I mean, he couldn't get the limelight. Eric B and his boy Rakim. I consider them influencers because that man flow, his rap was ahead of his game, and he don't get no paper behind it. You know what I'm saying? But he was an influencer because you had to have your bars right to fuck with that man.
You talking about Eric B and Rakim?
Yeah,
You
man,
know, it's
Eric B.
funny. I know it's funny you mention that because without Eric B, Rakim's music was ass, man.
Yeah,
Like his solo albums, they're fucking garbage.
yeah,
And it's not because of him. It's just the production, man. And
yeah.
I put Rakim in the same vein as Nas, even though Nas has rapped over better beats than Rakim, but not by much. Because Nas is another lyricist that's really good, but some of the production and beats that he's rapped on have been complete ass. But Nas is one of my favorites. I don't know if I would put him as an influential rapper, but I would say that he's one of my favorite rappers easily.
Okay. And of course, you gotta have this man, LL Cool J.
The first rapper to do a love song.
Not the last, but the first.
Yeah, he's the very first one. I love LL Cool
And
J, man.
and he was a youngin' when it really started to catch on. So you gotta think he started at what 15, 16. So you know,
Mm-hmm.
influence. I had to throw LL in there. You know, and then it gets tricky. I know people like to put. I want to say Pop, but only because Pop made he exploded rap. And what I mean by exploded was Tupac made it world known, and he did it. And then I hate to put Eminem out there. Eminem did it as well because it stopped becoming rap. It started becoming more hip hop when Eminem took over. But you can't have one without the other. And I'm like, to this day, you ask anybody who a rapper is in any country, everybody know Tupac. So you gotta give him credit for that. Now, some of his raps and CDs all over the place. Like he started out, he was like a revolutionary. Then he went to the whole thug life crap, and then he started to taper off of that with the California shit. And I don't know, bro, but his influence is no doubt worldwide felt. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that. I feel like Tupac is probably one of the most influential, intelligent. He was the probably the most intellectual, influential rapper we've ever had. Because a lot of guys fall behind him in terms of guys that rap about socially conscious issues and also balancing the lifestyle rap. You know, like Biggie was just a lifestyle rapper,
Yeah.
but a lot of people did lifestyle rap anyway. But Biggie was pretty much, I consider Biggie the godfather of that style of rap. And I
Mhm.
consider Tupac the godfather of socially conscious rap with some intellectual, you know, and you know, the school of Tupac's, Nas, Kendrick Lamar's. So, you know, I 100% I love that. So I agree 100%.
Yeah, I have some honorable mentions on here that they couldn't make the list. Uh, Q. I mean, I get what he was trying to do, but I like the way that he was the one of the first rappers that would really make movies and to be starring in movies and get the paper from that. I wanted to put him on there, but I can't. So I'm gonna just give him the honorable mention. Some of the CDs were just. repetitive to me. I mean, all he did was talk about that gangster shit for a person who wasn't really a gangster. But I get it. He was telling the story of the hood. I
Yeah.
mean, he tell you himself. He just report on. He like a reporter for the streets, but he ain't that do none of that. And some of that shit repetitive. I'm like, especially his early albums. Predator and all that. I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah, I really, for solo album wise, the only one I can listen to front to back is Death Certificate.
Oh, okay.
Death Certificate is great.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I give him honorable mention. I had another one. Oh, 50. He another one I give him honorable mention too, but he not an influencer because everything he did was repeated. You know what I'm saying? Being shot up, that was the Tupac shit, and getting Dre beats, that was another thing Tupac did. So I was like, yeah, but he make a good song though. I give him that. He make a hell of a good song.
Oh man,
Uh,
50 Cent back in his prime was great.
yeah, and
That was my
I hate to,
childhood.
I hate to, hate to do it, but you know what I'm saying. Will Smith, he put the Poindexter shit on. Him and Kid played. They made being square okay until Gangsta Rap came in and hit Snoop Dogg just crushed that shit. But being square, that wasn't. It was like okay to be like Will Smith. Didn't last long. I mean, had a 3 year span. I'm gonna go 2.5 year span. But then it made it like De La Soul. What was the Q-Tip joint? Tribe Called Quest. All of them were like in that range. Leaders of the new school. Yeah, but they not influential. They just honorable mentions. That's just you know.
I don't know. I disagree. I think Tribe Called Quest was influential for jazz rap. They were really the only group. They started that. No other group was doing that jazz rap before them, and they were the best to do it.
True. True. I mean, because it didn't sell. So
Yeah, and that's the aspect. And I know, and I think that's the aspect you were looking at. Is
yeah, I
jazz
mean,
rap has
like
never
you said,
really
it gotta
been.
be well rounded and longevity. A Tribe Called Quest, I remember for like 3 strong years, and after that, they just done. You know.
I know what you're saying. I mean, I mean, shit. They had three good. Their first 3 album run was, the Low End Theory, the
Mhm.
People Instinctive Rhythms, and then Midnight Marauders. I mean, those
Oh
albums are fantastic. And
yeah.
then after that, you can just stop listening. Really, after that, you really can just stop listening. But I understand where you're coming from because uh, you're throwing a lot of people out there, and I see the angles you're doing. But
Yeah.
we got to get some females in here too, because we're missing
Okay.
two.
All right.
I would say two females rappers we're missing easily too.
All right. Name them. I
If it
pretty
was
much know they are.
if it was me, if I had to say the two most influential female rappers ever, I'm going with Queen Latifah and I'm going with Lil Kim.
Lil Kim, huh? That
Yeah,
B come.
I'm going with Lil Kim. I'm going with
Only
I'm
reason why. Only reason why I disconnect her is because I know Biggie wrote her early shit. Now after he died, she started writing her own shit or having somebody else do it. But in the early days, that shit sounded like a female Biggie.
Well, yeah, but look who she is. Look who she was signed to. She was signed with Bad Boys.
Yeah, but she was a nasty smut. Her legs was woof. Oh, Lil Kim, Lil Kim. Shame what happened to your body though. But
Yeah, I know. You look at her now; she looks like the twin. Her and Janet Jackson are twins.
but yeah, yeah. I mean, I give her credit. You said Queen Latifah too. You ain't like MC Light.
MC Light didn't really influence nobody. She just did what Queen Latifah did with maybe somewhat more longevity.
I mean, they ain't like women to go hardcore. Like you could tell with Yo Yo. Like Yo Yo was the hardest, flowingest rapper chick out there, and nobody
Mm-hmm.
fucked with her album. Lady Rage too, but
Yeah, Roxanne Shante too.
yeah, I mean, like they were eating you alive, bro.
Yep, but they didn't influence the culture like those two other ladies. They just didn't. I just like if you're mentioning like all time great female rappers, you're gonna hear those two ladies' names more often than the other ladies we just mentioned. And I'm not saying that other ladies cannot rap, but the only other name that you will hear might be Nicki Minaj. But at this point, I'm not mentioning
You
her.
mean that little Kim clone?
Exactly. And that's why I'm not mentioning Nikki, because she's beefing with too many people right now. And the best thing she's done for her career, no offense, is the monster verse on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That is literally her career, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Her career in a nutshell.
yep. And being called Nicki Minaj. Yeah. Well, no, it's a good list right there, man. It's a good list. I like that. I like that. I gotta get more in depth with it. You know what I'm saying?
You did good, man. You brought I like the fact that you mentioned the old heads, some of the old heads that people will forget about, because like I love old school hip hop. I listen to old school hip hop more than I listen to new school. So it's like I try to balance both worlds, but it's hard with the new school because it's very repetitive.
Yes. So very repetitive. Yeah. But I like your insights today, Miles. I like your insights.
Man, I
Yeah.
like yours too, and this is why we do pop topics.
I know. I know. I know. All right. But you got anything to say to the people before we head out today?
I would say that enjoy NFL this weekend, enjoy NFL tonight and NBA tonight, because I am definitely watching that Golden State game. I don't really care
Okay.
about this Dallas Mavericks and Nets game. I'll tune into that when I get off of here. But I would just like to say another great week, and me and Rel, we're going to go see Black Panther 2, and we will have the inside scoop on that 100% that
Oh,
week. So, oh, actually, no, we have to do it the next week after, unless we stream that Friday.
yeah. It's up to you. Uh, I'm good. Don't matter to me.
Wait, did you want to see it the Friday or you want to see it the Saturday?
I don't know wherever we get tickets. I don't know. I don't know. You think it's gonna be sold out like that? I gotta see.
No, I can literally get us for a Saturday easily.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just let me know. I got you.
Okay, okay. Hey, man. Hey, I literally could find us in Laurel, Columbia, and we're good, man.
All right. Cool. Cool. Shoot the info to me. But we gonna get out of here. See y'all next Thursday, same time, same bad channel, and come and get a piece of this pop culture slash pop topics. Until then, we out of here.